I have to ask you this. Have you ever had a big glass of, say, a Cabernet, smiled in the mirror,
Mm.
and just your teeth are purple?
Oh, absolutely. And your tongue feels like it's wearing a little sweater.
A wool sweater,
Mhm.
exactly. And your mouth is just so dry. That whole experience got me thinking.
Mm.
We're not just drinking fermented grape juice. It's more like a complex chemical soup. And our source material today, phenolic content in wine,
Mhm.
points to one main ingredient.
Flavonoids.
Flavonoids. It sounds like something out of science fiction.
It really does.
Yeah.
But these little compounds are responsible for pretty much everything we experience in a glass of wine. The color, the feel, even how it ages.
Okay, so let's start with the color,
Yeah.
because I found this fact in the research that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
For most red grapes, the juice inside is clear.
It's completely colorless. Yeah, that's a huge misconception. If you were to just squeeze a Cabernet grape, the juice would run clear.
So where does all that deep red color come from?
It's all from the skins. The process is called maceration. You're basically letting the skins soak in that clear juice, and the alcohol that forms during fermentation starts pulling the pigment out.
It's like brewing a very, very intense tea.
Exactly. There were a few exceptions, right? These grapes called
Teinturier grapes.
Teinture, right, like Alicante Bouschet.
Yeah.
Their pulp is actually red, but they're the outliers. For the most part, it's all skin contact.
And the chemistry there is just fascinating. The acidity of the wine, the pH, that actually changes the color.
It does. It's like a built-in litmus test. A wine with high acidity, so a low pH, will look bright, vibrant red.
And if it's less acidic?
The color shifts. It becomes more blue, more purplish.
Okay, so that's the look. Let's go back to that wool sweater feeling. That's tannins, right?
That is 100% the work of tannins. And here's the key thing. You don't really taste tannins. You feel them.
It's a texture.
It's a texture, a stringency. It's a tactile sensation.
So why does it feel like all the moisture is being vacuumed out of my mouth?
Because, chemically speaking, it is. Tannins are designed to bind with proteins. And your saliva is just loaded with these lubricating proteins.
Ah, so the tannins are literally grabbing onto the proteins on my tongue.
And pulling them out of solution. They are stripping the lubrication right off your tongue.
Which is why a big tannic red wine is so incredible with a fatty steak.
It's functional pairing. The proteins and fats in the meat bind with the tannins first. The food basically takes one for the team so your mouth doesn't have to.
I love that. The steak sacrifices itself. Now, this led to my biggest aha moment about aging wine. We hear that wine softens. I always thought that was just flowery language.
No, it's real chemistry. It's a process called polymerization.
Polymerization.
So when a wine is young, the tannin molecules are small, they're kind of aggressive, but over years and decades, they start linking together
Into chains.
into long chains polymers. Eventually, those chains get so big and heavy they can't stay suspended in the wine anymore.
And they fall to the bottom. That's the sediment you see in an old bottle.
That's the sediment. It isn't dirt or a flaw. It's literally the harshness falling out of the wine. The drink becomes chemically smoother.
That is just incredible. The wine is literally rebuilding itself over time. Before we get to the health stuff, we should probably mention our sponsor.
Yes, this deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you're a business owner or even just curious about how AI can really work for you, you should look them up.
They're all about practical application. AI training, automation, integration that actually makes a difference. Check them out at embersilk.com.
So connecting this all back, grapes don't make these compounds for us.
Right. They're for the plant's survival, like flavanols. The research said these increase with sunlight.
Think of it as the grape's sunscreen. The more intense the sun, the more flavanols the grape skin produces to protect itself.
And then there's the famous one, resveratrol.
Resveratrol, found in the skins, which is why red wine has more of it. Yeah. It's basically the grape's immune system. It fights off microbes and fungi.
This all leads to the French paradox, right? The idea that these compounds might contribute to longevity in places like Southwest France.
The science is still, cautious. It's very hard to do high-quality clinical trials on these things. But it points to this amazing chemical complexity in nature that we're still just beginning to understand.
So what's the big takeaway here?
I think it's that a glass of wine isn't just a beverage. It's this beautiful collaboration between sunlight, a plant's defense system, and the slow, patient march of chemistry over time.
Art and science in a glass. I love that. Okay, here's a final thought for you. The next time you pour an old bottle of wine and you see that sediment, don't think of it as grit. Think of it as the ghosts of tannins that fell on their sword to make your drink perfect.
That's a great way to think about it. The ghosts of tannins.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to Intellectually Curious. And hey, if you can, leave us a 5-star review. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.